So now we have Phoenix. I can barely call support hero to play, depending on your taste, I guess. But the whole egg thing, especially with Scepter, it can be really fun. Hero that can decide outcome of the match if used wisely and in coordinates with your team plans. You gotta talk to your team. Yeah, so to start them off, one thing that you always should get, I feel like it's 99% of the cases, you need Tranquil Boots. All of your spells cost both health and mana to be cast. First one doesn't cost mana, but these do cost both mana and health. You always be on the like half health or even lower than half. This is great to get that health back. You also gotta be careful, maybe there's somebody like Lion, he just immediately kill you. Always be aware of those heroes and where they are. Also, they also like to play Blink, with Blink, so you can get really tricky. Second item I like getting is Spirit Vessel. You can just get Urn and maybe delay this. It's completely fine to rush it. Health benefit is great, you need health anyways. Gives you some mana, gives you some even some attributes and armor, but most importantly gives you like 4% like health reduction for those nasty offlaners. Something like Bristleback Axe, Centaur. It works pretty great against those. Also gives you some extra heals, your allies extra heal. Yeah, I wouldn't skip on this one. These two kind of I feel like are almost mandatory in every game. Next item, you can just make any of these, to be honest, as the next one. I just like getting Scepter. Scepter can immediately save any other hero from your team. You can just put him in the egg, you both get reborn. If the egg survives, you get all of your spells except ult, of course, refreshed. They get their spells refreshed except ult if they cast it. So level 6, let's say level 6 ones do not get refreshed. If I remember correctly, I don't think anything changed. I think it's still the same. So maybe there's a fight where your offlane is about to die, your mid or carry. You just fly in with dive, you put him in the egg. If your egg survives, they get all of their stuff back, health, mana, spells, except ult. And they're ready to fight more, so it can be the item that's like almost solo decides the outcome of the game. Now you should do it away from their right clickers, of course, especially there's fast ones. Maybe there's Juggernaut. Juggernaut is pretty nasty against Phoenix. He just destroys the egg with spinning anyways, so gotta be careful. Juggernaut is probably one of the worst counters for this guy, in a sense of how fast they can just destroy your egg. But then the Scepter also gives you extra hits. Last level is 10 hits. Scepter gives you 3 more. So it's 13 hits. And then if you go all the way to the end of the talent tree, it's another 3. So that is 16 hits. Now, even a completely buffed full 6 slot carry, let's say Juggernaut, for him it takes a lot to do 16 hits. So if the game goes further enough, anybody trying to destroy the eggs with 16 hits is gonna take some time. Now of course the whole team can still attack the egg, but it's never like the whole enemy team being able to attack it anyways. It's usually 1 or 2 heroes if you position it correctly and the fight is going kinda well, or at least neutral. So you can consider that it's 16 hits. You can put any other hero with you in the egg. Yeah, the only downside, if the egg dies, you both die. But considering he was gonna die anyways, let's say he was low health and you are support, you don't really lose any value. You tried. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not that big of a deal. Just try to not do it in a way where it seems like you're griefing, like with Wisp doing relocate, because that's gonna get you banned, reported, all that good stuff, low prio. So yeah, just be mindful of that one. So going Scepter or not, I would try to get it because it's also stats. Mechanism also works great. Another healing effect with your Sunray. Also heals you. Aeon Disc is pretty amazing as well. You have dive, you got Aeon Disc, you got egg. If they want to kill you, it can really take him a lot of effort. There's some other stuff that Usually I don't ever make, people like making Discord. That's also fine. I just don't make it. You can make your Scepter of Divinity. This could be pretty great if there's anybody, maybe like Legion. Maybe there's Legion, Troll, Pudge. Immediately kinda cancels all of the rolls, destroys them. If they continue, you got Sunray, you can heal anybody that's getting attacked. If they attack you, you got this. So you can kind of rotate and kind of get a feel of what exactly works for you. And you also, as usual, always have to take a look at what the enemy pick is compared to yours. If you already have enough hexes and stuns, this can be an overkill. Although I always say, like, you can never have enough disables. If the support has all of the stuff and they want to make more disables, I always tell them make it. You never know. Maybe something's on the cooldown. Having more options is always better. Yeah, also Shard. Shard is pretty much you being in the egg and being able to cast Sunray out of the egg. So usually you can cast this normally, but if you go in the egg, instead of just waiting being AFK, you can also cast the Sunray from the egg now, if you get the Shard. It's also slow now, so that can be also effective. It's not that big of a deal, egg is not that long. You can decide on Shard as well. I like to delay the Shard, I like getting useful stuff, much more useful stuff first. So that's pretty much it. You would max, of course, the Fire Spirits and Sunray, the heal and the damage. This is really great to slow attack speed above anything, and then like your escape or use the Zitto to slow them down. This gives slow. Talent tree. Talent tree, I always take the dive slow. I don't like this because I'm not really making Kaya. I guess you can go and make Sange and Kaya. I forgot about that one. I guess you can make those, but I don't know how to build those. You can make Sange and Kaya if you want, I guess, and then go for this. Be more bursty on your spells, I guess. I just take the slow. Always take the health. 500 health is huge buff to your pool. You'll be having Spirit Vessel that's 250. That's almost, yeah, it gets close to 1k. It's 750. Maybe you get, yeah, it is kind of 1k. With Talent Disc, with Spirit Vessel, with Talent, it's 1k health basically. It's a huge buff. Then the level 21, I would take the Sunray damage. You're gonna be using this a lot. You're just staying behind. Maybe you cast the spirits, you just stay behind with the ray. Saving this and dive if needed. So the Sunray is always gonna be up healing. Why not deal some extra damage as well? Especially maybe there's like somebody like Clockwork. The hero works so great with Clockwork and Cogs. When somebody's trapped, Clock is hitting them, you're healing the Clock. Also the Sunray is damaging anybody inside. That's just one example of how great the spell can synergize with some of the heroes. And then the last one, of course, the Acute Count. Getting range doesn't do anything at all. Especially if you have Scepter, this is just amazing. More chance to survive. If you don't have Scepter, more chance for you to survive. Get all the stuff reloaded, the spells, so you can do all of them again. Left one, I would say you just never take it. I really can't see any situation where you would take this over Egg Hit Count, because this pretty much can save your life, your teammate's life, especially if it's a carry. So I would always go right one anyways. Maybe not immediately, but later on you just decide to make a Scepter if you get money. So that is it for the Phoenix. Yeah, if you don't wanna make Tranquil Boots, you can do the Greaves for some reason if you want, but you get another slot there, so you can put something else. But usually I think this is kind of must-have, especially early. And yeah, let's see. So the Dota Plus also says something like Rod and Shiva. Rod, I would say sure. Shiva, not really sure about Shiva. Shiva was always for me something more of a off-lane-ish type of item, or maybe mid. I like Rod though. If there's any lack of disables or slows, crowd control spells, getting rod is completely fine. It gives you some nice stats, health, mana, even agility, so some extra armor, and it roots them in place. So there's also that option. But yeah, all of those work. And as I said, there's Kaya there anyways, so I guess people do like making Sage and Kaya, and then taking the left side for spell amplification. Maybe, not sure, but this is how I played. And that is the Phoenix. So keep in mind, always have a Scepter in mind. Try to save anybody if you can. Don't get reported with this, unless you want to get reported. And yeah, that's it guys. I'll see you in the next one.